The missing link to Snowball Earth has finally surfaced, according to what scientists are saying. Liam Courtney and Davies and colleagues. Around 700 million years ago, the Earth cooled so much that scientists believe massive ice sheets encased the entire planet like a giant snowball. This global deep freeze, known as the Snowball Earth, endured for tens of millions of years. And yet, miraculously, early life was not only held up and held, but thrived. And once the ice melted and the ground thawed, complete multicellular life emerged, eventually leading to life forms we recognize today. The Snowball Earth hypothesis, it's a theory, of course, has been largely based on evidence from sedimentary rock exposed in areas that once were along coastlines and shallow seas, as well as climate modeling. Physical evidence that ice sheets covered the interior of continents in warm equatorial regions had eluded scientists until now. In new research published in the Proceedings of National Academy of Sciences, our team, the scientists said, of geologists describes the missing link found in an unusual pebbly sandstone encapsulated within the granite that forms Colorado's Pikes Peaks. Solving the Snowball Earth mystery on a mountain. Pikes Peaks, originally named Tava Kavi by the Ute people, lends its ancestral name Tava to these notable rocks. They are composed of solidified sand, injectites, which formed in a similar manner to a medicinal injection when sand-rich fluid was forced into underlying rock. A possible explanation for what created these enigmatic sandstones is the immense pressure of an overlying snowball earth ice sheet forcing sediment mixed with meltwater into weakened rock below. An obstacle for testing this idea, however, has been the lack of an age for the rocks to reveal when the right geological circumstances existed for sand injection. We found a way to solve that mystery using veins of iron found alongside the Tava injections near Pikes Peaks and elsewhere in Colorado. Iron materials contain very low amounts of naturally occurring radioactive elements, including uranium, which slowly decays to the element lead at a known rate. Recent advances in laser-based radiometric dating allowed us to measure the ratio of uranium to lead isotopes in the iron oxide mineral hematite to reveal how long ago the individual crystals formed. The iron veins appear to have formed both before and after the sand was injected into the Colorado bedrock. We found veins of hematite and quartz that both cut through Tava dikes and were cross-cut by Tava dikes. That allows us to figure out an age bracket for the sand injectites, which must have been between 690 million and 616 million years ago. So what happened? The time frame means that these sandstones formed during the Cryogenian period from 720 million to 635 million years ago. The name is derived from cold birth in ancient Greek and is synonymous with climate upheaval and disruption of life on our planet, including Snowball Earth. While the triggers for the extreme cold at that time are debated, prevailing theories involve changes in tectonic plate activity, including the release of particles into the atmosphere that reflected sunlight away from the Earth, and eventually a buildup of carbon dioxide from volcanic outgassing may have warmed the planet again. The Tava found on Pikes Peak would have formed close to the equator within the heart of an ancient continent named Laurentia, which gradually over time and long tectonic cycles moved into its current northerly position in North America today. The origin of Tava rocks has been debated for over 125 years, but the new technology allowed us to conclusively link them to the Cryogenian Snowball Earth period for the first time. The scenario we envisioned for how the sand injection happened looks something like this. A giant ice sheet with areas of geothermal heating at its base produced meltwater which mixed with quartz-rich sediment below. The weight of the ice sheet created immense pressure that forced this sandy fluid into the bedrock that had already been weakened over millions of years. Similar to fracking for natural gas or oil today, the pressure cracks the rocks and pushes the sand meltwater in it, eventually creating the injectites that we see today. Clues to another geological puzzle. Not only do we find the new findings further cement the global snowball Earth hypothesis, but the presence of lava injectites within weak, fractured rocks once overridden by ice sheets provides clues about other geological phenomena. Time gaps in the rock records created through erosion and referred to as unconformities can be seen today across the United States, most famously at the Grand Canyon, where in places over 1 billion years of time is missing. Unconformities occur when a sustained period of erosion removes and prevents new layers of rock from forming, leaving an uncomfortable contact. Our results support that a great unconformity near Pikes Peak must have been formed prior to cryogenic snowball Earth. That's at odds with hypotheses that attribute the formation of the great unconformity to large-scale erosion by snowball Earth ice sheets themselves. And we hope the secrets of these elusive cryogenic rocks in Colorado will lead to the discovery of further terrestrial records of snowball Earth. Such findings can help develop a clearer picture of our planet during climate extremes and the processes that lead to the habitable planet that we live in today. And this is by conversation here under Creative Commons by Liam Courtney Davis, postdoctoral research associate in geological sciences, University of Colorado Boulder, Christine Sidoway, professor of geology, Colorado College, and Rebecca Flowers, professor of geological sciences, University of Colorado Boulder, on Science Alert. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.